Hello everyone, StarBreaker here with another Monkie Kid set review. Today we're taking a look at set number 80047, Maze Guardian Dragon. The set contains 605 pieces and will be available in LEGO stores or online June 1st this year. The set will also retail for $74.99. Before we really dive into this review, however, I want to offer a huge thanks to LEGO from GL and I. Monkie Kid is far and away one of our favorite themes, and the chance to build these early and share these reviews with everyone is always super fun. Truly, LEGO, thank you for sponsoring this video.
It's finally here. Maze Dragon. In the flesh. Well, bricks. It's not quite what I was expecting, but if I'm really honest, that's okay. What we got is certainly nothing to scoff at. Maze Guardian Dragon flaunts its namesake dragon build, possessing 2 stud shooters and a tail-wiggling play feature, 4 minifigures, including the powered-up May from the Dragon Jet set, an armored-up Mr. Tang figure, an Ink General, and the yellow-tusked elephant. LEGO's taken several passes at the traditional Chinese dragon look over the years, with the most notable examples to me being the Ninjago movie's 70612 Green Ninja Mech Dragon, as well as Shang-Chi's 76177 Battle at the Ancient Village, attempting to give us the more serpentine-like dragon look traditionally depicted. Those 2 sets in mind, I figured LEGO would opt for a lengthy, thin, and snake-like build, as with those examples I mentioned, placing most of the body detail into the head to prioritize the general aesthetic of a massively long serpent dragon, with long segments of the body, or a focus on function and the ability to twist and turn the segments of the dragon, likely at the cost of visual aesthetic. That's pretty close to the opposite of what we got, though. Maze Guardian Dragon threw out the idea of a posable aesthetic-breaking body to deliver a relatively compact, uniform piece that allows for the focus of detail to be distributed everywhere. Taking some small notes from European and westernized dragon aesthetics, the function of the build showcases a larger head, average length body, prominent blade piece wings, shorter legs, and a long tail, quite similar to a lot of the designs we've seen for Ninjago over the years, but with the twists to make it work. The noodliness of the build, so to speak, comes from the built-in curvature of a swooping, undulating torso that flows out to the neck and tail to capture this snake-like body detail, while allowing the build to be crammed full of smooth slopes and plates to give it great detail to the dragon's scales, armor, and other features. The legs are notably shorter than the traditional Ninjago dragon build, but that works to the benefit of the set here to keep it in theme with the aesthetic it's trying to convey. The decision to lock the dragon to its wavy appearance through stylized piece choices rather than through articulation is a choice I feel was inspired by the Shang-Chi dragon, but it ultimately does so much better due to the detail that is offered in the place of ratchet joints or noticeably segmented body parts. Of the 3 dragons I mentioned, this is far and away my favorite, which is a hard thing to say given how much I loved the Ninjago movie Dragon Mech. I particularly love the head design here, especially its printed eyes and sculpted shape. This build is not without fault, however, and there are consequences felt pretty heavily by the builder for the choice to have a brick-locked body. Most notably of it all is the posability. While Maze Dragon looks the cleanest and most coherent, it comes at the cost of the dragon being able to do not much other than perch and look pretty. You can pose the legs, sure, but half the tail is locked up at about a 45-degree angle, with the other half being on floppy, segmented joints, and the head is locked to a very limited motion atop a non-moving neck. This is an undoubtedly cool display piece dragon with a couple play features. But it's a display piece dragon with a couple play features. Less something to dynamically pose and more something to set majestically on your shelf to guard your other LEGO builds. My second complaint would have to be its compact length, or rather what feels like compact length. The Shang-Chi dragon, to draw comparison, manages to feel significantly longer despite its awkward physique and lower piece count of a mere 400 parts. Given the enormity and length of the dragon portrayed in the Monkie Kid show, I would have personally preferred to see Maze Dragon debut really go for it in size and scale, especially when it has the higher piece count of all 3 mentioned dragons. It feels a little too compact and stout for something that is literally called long in Chinese, even if it is gorgeous in all of its green and white glory. last pain point I'd like to touch on comes with the instructions manual in the box. Small as it is, the cover of the manual showcases the set with an incorrectly oriented eye, and the last page has extra studs for the launcher covered by the progress bar. The box of the set itself boasts that it contains just the single golden weapon of Tang, but Mei also wields her new golden dragon sword too. These are small details, yes, but I still felt the need to call them out. There are a couple other minor nitpicks, I suppose, such as the number of stickers in the set, or the seat for Mei feeling like it's at an awkward angle, but that can be folded down to keep its looks in line with the other back armor plates, keeping the whole build looking consistent and clean. The set is going to retail for $75 and will only be accessible in LEGO stores or online, as mentioned earlier. In terms of price per part, that's not too great. I can look at the scale and scope and detail of this and admire it's probably one of the best dragons we've ever gotten, sure. But $75 feels really steep for what I initially imagined was a $40, maybe $50 set due to its size. Now, I understand I'm still working on adjusting what to me looks like a solid price per part given our shambling economy, but I can't help but look at my all-time favorite dragon, for example, the Ninjago Legacy Fire Dragon, and note that that set sold for, what, $39.99? $40 for a set that had 560 pieces, and has a much larger physical appearance due to its wingspan, no doubt, but it's still separated notably by a difference of about 40 pieces for a $35 price hike? I'd be lying if I said I wouldn't pay the $75 anyway for this dragon, just because the other Mei sets have been consistently high-quality knockouts. But it's starting to feel a bit painful when compared to similar sets to see numbers that big. And I really can't help but feel like there's going to be a lot of people missing out on this awesome build because they don't feel that price tag is justified.
Overall, it's like I said earlier, I love this dragon, and it's easily made its way into my top 5, maybe even top 3 dragon sets. It's jam-packed with detail and conveys a wonderful traditional Chinese dragon look with some epic Monkie Kid flair. And while I feel the set is a little short and kinda pricey, I might be one of the few that would recommend you pick up this set when it hits shelves on June 1st this year. And I do mean one of the few. Thanks for watching. Now, go get up to your own mystic monkey business.